Well, here I am, and welcome back to the Little Tiny Homestead. Today I am doing a end of the season taste testing of our cherry tomatoes. Now we grew both the large, some slicer tomatoes. We grew some aromas, San Marzano, just different types of tomatoes, and we grew 4 types of cherry tomatoes. So I'm going to go through each one. I'm going to taste them and let you know what each tastes like. And then you can maybe help you make a decision about what you might want to plant next year. I am going to actually plant several different varieties, but the ones that I have in front of me, I believe I am going to grow at least 3 of the 4 varieties next year. So the first variety that I want to talk about is the largest of all of them. And this one was new to me this year. It's a plain cherry tomato. And this is what I came up with. I found this Chadwick cherry tomato. And this is I would say, I'm going to taste this and tell you, but it's kind of just a traditional tasting cherry tomato, maybe the type you've had when you buy it in the store or go to the farmer's market. There's nothing really significantly different about it than what you might have experienced before. But this is a Chadwick cherry tomato. I will tell you most of these, I won't say all of them, most of these ones that I have in front of me here are ones that I purchased the seeds from Baker Creek Seeds. So we're first going to try this Chadwick cherry tomato, and I'll let you know what it tastes like. Maybe the texture, sweetness, savoriness, and so forth. So here we go with the Chadwick cherry. I usually just pop these in my mouth when I'm out in the garden. This is what I do anyway. So here we go. So good. So it's very meaty, but also very juicy. And it is has a sweetness to it, a little bit savory, pretty sweet actually. With the cherry tomatoes, we generally just use them fresh and put them on salads. And the second thing we do is we cut them up and we dehydrate them, because that's the best way we found for preserving them to use. You can actually make them into a sauce or into just canned or frozen tomatoes if you want to do that. But for me, we have other large tomatoes we use for that. So the cherries we just eat fresh or dehydrate. Okay, the second one is called the Hartman's Gooseberry. And I think it's just so pretty, almost a lemony color. Some of them are a little bit more lemony color than this. I have some other ones over there. This is just a really pretty one. And so this one, Hartman's Gooseberry, I'm definitely going to also grow next year. It is this a little bit smaller than the Chadwick cherry. Of course, it's yellow. And it is very prolific for us this year. It did really well. So let's give it a taste. Now, that one is definitely more savory, more tart than the Chadwick cherry. But I would say very good as a contrast. To me, it's nice to have some sweet ones and some more savory ones or tart ones. Okay, so this is the Isis, I think it's called Isis Candy tomato. It I've had it for a few years now. It grows okay, but there's so many other ones I want to try. This is the one I'm willing to give up next year. Isis Candy tomato. You can kind of see it's orange, but it's almost a translucent. I almost think sometimes I like lines on it. It's very interesting. So this is a good one, but there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to grow Isis Candy tomato, I'd go for it. Let me just give it a little taste here and let you know. That's a firmer tomato. The other thing about the Isis Candy tomato is I would say that of all the cherry tomatoes that we're growing, is probably has the least vibrant taste. It definitely, I would say, more of a bland taste. Not really super sweet, although it's called a candy tomato. And keep in mind, this is the end of the season, so the taste could change a little bit. I have so many still out there that we're harvesting that you want your tomatoes to taste pretty good throughout the season so that you can, you know, have them even in September. So that's the Isis candy. Now, this one is a sun sugar. Actually, this is one that I got the seeds from my son. He had grown them, and then I kept some seeds. I think I'm still going to grow this one next year, although I have, I believe, another one that's very similar to this that my other son is growing called Honey Drop, and I may substitute. We're going to see about that. But sun sugar, kind of a orangish, not so much yellow, more of an orangish, and a very, very small one, much smaller than the Chadwick or the Hartman's Gooseberry, even smaller than the Isis candy. So we'll go ahead and give this one a taste. Now that one is like a burst of sugar, really. It is so good. I think I might have to grow that next year. It is, it's juicy, it's sweet, tiny bit of a tartness to it. Very easy to bite into, not tough at all. Such a good tomato. So there you have it, the cherry tomato taste test at the end of the season. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like videos like this one, you would like and subscribe. And until I see you next time, stay rooted. Bye-bye.